Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, let's go. 41 Mike, right here.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Let's go, team.
Now Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
That's the score. Bills 7, Steelers 0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 8. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Daniel Carlson set.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
I don't think you got it, son. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Yeah. SOS. 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive It was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Second down. Here's Hurts. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Now it's Lindsey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's second and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now it's Breida. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a carry for Lindsey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Philip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, Lindsey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. K.J. Hamler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
21, Bills 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
For the running back.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The running back.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Trying to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Down, Pittsburgh.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the 31-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 14.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap it again to Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 19-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Can't be denied,
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. They've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Taron Johnson made the stop.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Hurts. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Throwing now is Allen. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Allen to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A quick toss outright. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. He's back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
22. Steelers, 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. They run the counter. Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on